earlier this week, because of our time.
Incompetence in security management has turned our country into one of the most terrorized and unsafe nations in the world.
I would ask that between Atiku Abubakar and President Bola Tinubu's team, they are distracting us a lot. I mean, you would have listened to Peter Obi yesterday.
Is the president keeping malice with Nigerians? Why are you keeping malice with your children? Speak to us.
During the general election, it was tough. Now that
So this government does not want political party in the opposition to thrive. Does that make your party feel more comfortable? What are you worried about? What are you scared of?
The Peter Obi that was governor of Anambra State is not the Peter Obi of today.
One criticism is repeatedly leveled against you is that instead of helping to build enduring political institutions, you move to whichever platform best advances your presidential ambition. How do you respond?
How many parties have I moved?
Nobody in APC chase Peter Obi out of PDP.
Try and put fire in this one.
You'll be on the ballot at the presidential level 3 times now.
Obi is a trader.
Look at the attack. Go ahead. Because of our time. Let me not. I mean, he said a lot of things.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. Peter Obi just recently go still fight trouble again. Just one interview, the whole APC net is on chaos. The Aso Rock is on fire. Everybody from all the APC cabinet, all of them is having headache right now. I want you guys to watch this particular video of Peter Obi. Then we'll be right back to give you the response of the federal government. I want you guys to watch it.
Over the last decade, under APC incompetent and corrupt leadership, Nigeria has been greatly diminished. In 2007, our total debt was about 2.5 trillion, only about 10% of our GDP, after President Obasanjo's government has successfully secured debt forgiveness of over $30 billion. By 2014, Nigeria had become Africa's largest economy and was primed to achieve middle income status. In 2015, for the first time, a ruling party was defeated in a presidential election, marking another milestone for our democratic journey. Today, the picture is bleak. Our total debt stands at about 170 trillion, nearly 50% of our GDP, without any improvement in our productive sector. Nigeria now ranks among the lowest in the world in human development indicators. This government taxes struggling citizens and small businesses heavily while indulging in extravagance. Billions are spent on new presidential jets, yachts, and luxury cars. The vice president's residence was invented at a cost of 25 billion, more than the capital budget of our entire university research program and 6 university hospitals combined. 10 billion was budgeted for National Assembly, car park and canteen, more than the capital budget of Ministry of Science and Technology. At a time, science is crucial for national growth. This government borrows recklessly, not for investment in productive infrastructure, but for wasteful consumption. Insecurity has further crippled our economy. Nigerians now live in fear of traveling by road. Kidnapping has become rampant, with billions paid as ransom. Incompetence in security management has turned our country into one of the most terrorized and unsafe nations in the world. Cronyism, corruption, and disregard for rule of law have scared away investors, while other African countries have overtaken us as preferred investment destinations. Despite this mismanagement, we cannot give up on the dream of a prosperous and secure nation. What we need now is competent, compassionate, and committed leadership.
I want you guys to listen to the response of Bayo Onanuga to Peter Obi. We'll be right back.
The presidency has described Peter Obi as a political nomad who keeps jumping parties for personal ambition. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga made the statement in a post on X describing Peter Obi's recent interview where he asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to retire as a PR disaster. I'll read Bayo Onanuga's post on X in part. He wrote, "Tinubu is unlike you, Peter Obi. You were elected governor under the platform of APGA. In 2007, you swore with your children and even by the hospital bedside of Ikemba, Odumegu, Ojukwu that you would never leave the party. Not a man of your words. You abandoned APGA after your second term and joined the PDP. You were in the PDP when you ran with the perennial presidential contender and loser, Atiku Abubakar, in 2019. Your presidential pair lost to Muhammadu Buhari and Yemi Osibajo of the APC. You did not wait to rebuild the vanquished PDP. Instead, you pursued your selfish interests by joining the Labour Party. You ran as the party's candidate in 2023. You lost the election and came third behind Atiku and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Labour Party fell into a serious leadership crisis after the election, with campaign funds in your possession not fully accounted for. Instead of waiting to solve the crisis and rebuild it into a formidable group like a good leader will do, you again chickened out. You teamed up with Atiku to hijack the political group called African Democratic Congress, a special purpose vehicle, when you found out that you would not be able to clinch the group's presidential ticket in a free and fair primary election. You didn't hesitate to jump ship to join the court-registered NDC, promoted by a former governor, Senator Seriki Dixon. It is not in doubt that if the NDC fails to deliver what you want, you are not far away from the exit door. You would shamelessly migrate to yet another party. You do not build. You always want to reap where you did not sow. Ayo, over to you.
Okay. All right. So earlier this week, I talked about.
Can Ayo
please,
speak?
let me speak first.
That's a busy name. I found it.
Okay, you Googled it. Google is our best friend.
Okay, I have to get it.
Go ahead.
So earlier this week, because of our time.
Nwabuasi Obi. Look at the attack. Go ahead.
Because of our time. Let me not. I mean, he said a lot of things which is not new. A lot of the criticisms, and I think we've talked about this, especially when at the point where Mr. Peter Obi joined the NDC, and there has been a trailing or just a record of how he has been able to move from party to party. For whatever reason, there have been talks about sabotage, this and that, but for whatever reason, it has been said that he moves from party to party. However, Oji, this morning, I want to talk about the presidential spokesperson, because I believe that conversations like this ought to be left to the spokesperson to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaign office. The reason I'm saying this is because there's been a lot of criticism and talk, but I want this same fervor and obsession to be addressed to matters of critical, national importance.
Critical national importance.
I do not think till now that Mr. Bayo Onanuga has released a statement around the Kaduna killings. I don't think until now, Mr. Bayo. So what I'm saying is that, yes, I know this is election season, but I also believe that there's a place for accountability to the people whose mandate you stand on, which is to give them reports. And my concern is that there's so much focus and talk about a candidate, or sometimes, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, that we do not see the process of governance rigorously and properly done. And so what I would prefer is that let the campaign office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu deal with his opponents in the next elections. And let the presidential spokesperson speak to the Nigerian people, since the president himself has not spoken to the Nigerian people. So let the presidential spokesperson speak to them. I'm talking about the interview, just on this final point. A lot of points have made that in this country, and that's why I keep talking even about ministers that are accountable. They are the ones who come under fire the most. The ones that don't talk at all, whether you want to know what they are doing or not, don't come under any fire. So Mr. Peter Obi continues to subject himself to interviews and conversations and interrogations. Not once has I have not heard Alhaji Atiku Abubakar come out for a conversation. The president, who has the mandate of the people, has not come come out to speak to the media in a formal interview.
All right.
That is the accountability that we should ask for more.
All right.
That is what we should be calling up for more.
A quick sentence, please.
Quickly,
we have more on politics.
Mr. Bayo, that you're accusing somebody of moving around. President Tinubu went from SDP in 1993 to AD, from AD to ACN, from ACN to AC.
Okay.
What's it called? What's the party now?
Okay.
APC.
Yes.
How many political parties are that ones?
I think you've just mentioned 4. But
Four.
Yes,
Okay.
all right,
The
quickly.
point to note is that the Nigerian Constitution recognizes the freedom of choice. You can move from as many political parties to the other, as long as you think that is where you will succeed. The other point is that no crime has been committed.
That's the main point, really.
The third point
No crime.
is that all of this is just distractions.
All right, good.
Personality attacks. Nigerians want to hear, what are you proposing? What is your contract with the people?
All right.
When you get there, what do you intend to do? Ideas, not insults and personality.
In the said video, Peter Obi also make another statement. Then I want you guys to listen to what Peter Obi said in the same video that is causing the chaos. I just want to be splitting it so that you guys will understand where we are going. I want you guys to watch this particular video of Peter Obi, shading the federal government. We'll be right back.
But many economists have argued that subsidy removal and exchange rate reforms were unavoidable. Mr. Obi, how differently would you have implemented it?
And I campaign that I will remove it. And I've said it every day, that within the subsidy, there was a criminal or corruption side of it, which you needed to eliminate. You have to know the actual subsidy and go about in a gradual, organized removal and replacement with investment in other areas. By the way, we're still paying that subsidy. From what is happening now, they just called it a different name, because they're now talking about 7 trillion under recovery or upfront recovery or whatever name they call it. So they actually still doing something that nobody can imagine, even when the fuel has gone up 7 times.
If you win,
these are the things I'm talking about.
If you win the presidency in 2027,
I will be able
will you change it around?
No,
these policies, will you change them?
I will change them.
You keep it.
But let me tell you, Shane, I will be able to be honest to the people. If our fuel is going to increase from, say, 200 or 300 to 1,000, I, who is elected, not via spokesperson, not via any other channel, will come out and say, this is why it will happen. And even when that is happening, that we are still going to pay this amount to make it 1,000. And whatever we are saving, we are going to put it in this place. People will hear it from me. I didn't say I'm going to engage anybody. No engagement of spokesperson, no minister, nobody. It's me that they gave their vote. It's me that will speak about it. No, not via anybody. And we will stop borrowing. We will use the savings in critical area of development.
Can you borrowing as a financial person? Is it a bad thing?
Say wait. Today, we are not paying subsidy. Say we've borrowed more, far more than when we were paying subsidy. Say we have generated more revenue from everywhere. Yet, nobody is seeing any improvement. What we've done is that when this government started, number of people that are poor were 87 million. Now we are being told that we are being threatened by 79%, which is 181 million, which they have doubled the poverty rate. So where is the savings? Where is all this thing? We are brutal in imposing hardship on people, yet they have no gain for their suffering. So we need explanation.
Now you listening to what Peter Obi said. After Peter Obi said this, Adas Oshomole ran to TVC to go and defend Bola Ahmed Tinubu and said all kinds of things about Peter Obi. I want you guys to watch.
Well, let's face it, the Peter Obi that was governor of Anambra State is not the Peter Obi of today. Because the Peter Obi of Anambra was one who said, as a matter of respect to the memory of Ojukwu, Ojukwu, he will not ever abandon Abga. But before daybreak, once the tenure ended, Obi became a political wanderer, and he immediately find alliance with perhaps the kind of people Ojukwu will never have related with when he became a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. And I looked at him, and I've said this several times. You look at his lifestyle to be able to project what he will do if he were to become president, which he will not be anyway, God willing. Obi is a trader. Traders have short-term calculation. They are not into long-term projection. They are not wired to think of what situation will be in the long run. Their turnover is within 3 months, maximum 6 months. It is a manufacturer, an investor, an entrepreneur that understand how you can start a project, sweating for 2-3 years to lay, like building a factory, and then going to import machinery to install before you start producing. Nigeria was virtually grounded. Obi is not aware because he's busy trading. Number two, I have said to people, Obi's business is to export job and import unemployment into the country. That is what he lives for. He's a trader. He runs a shopping mall. And you go there. There was a time I went to buy red wine in one of his stores, and I was told Peter Obi was the sole importer of a particular brand of red wine, 2 ocean or something from South Africa. So an importer doesn't have the capacity for long-term projection.
That's what
but
both of you,
Bola Ahmed Tinubu is someone who believes that for your tomorrow, we must do certain things today, painful as it will be. I have given this example before. If people only knew that Nigeria was at the breaking point at the time Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over, if they understood the seriousness of the situation, I can only compare it to a man with a grade 3 or almost grade 4 cancer.
That's Oshomola.
And then the doctor is called in to do a surgery, and that surgery has been done. Now we are beginning to see the benefits.
I hear you.
And
is it
will
possible
increase more and more? And you do not expect opposition to acknowledge what is possible. You can see the ease with which they dismiss when a foreign power speaks nice of Nigeria. They are angry. When somebody make negative comment about Nigeria,
possible that
you remember this is the last one I wait. This is the last point I will make. For you to see the desperation of Obi and how far is completely unaware of what is happening around this environment. When we have this xenophobic attack in South Africa, and every Nigeria was justifiably angry, myself inclusive, I watched Obi on the electronic and print media saying that Nigerians in South Africa would prefer to die there than to return to Nigeria. Because first I suspect his business, and he said he had just returned from South Africa. He didn't tell us what he went there to do. I guess he went there to repackage some imports that he wants to bring from South Africa. And that Nigeria prefer to die there than to come home. Somebody who wants to govern Nigeria. Number 3, do you really believe that anybody whose business is for real, who couldn't fix a state in 4 years, he worked hard in 8 years, he didn't fix it. He's telling you and me at our age that he just needs 4 years. That is the height of desperation. And once you are desperate, you become emotionally imbalanced. And you are not capable of... For me, Obi will be the easiest person to engage in a real debate.
Senator Oshomole.
Because he is not aware of the real challenges of Nigeria.
Peter Obi said, why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu hiding inside the bunker? How come that he cannot speak? Is he a zombie? They didn't use that word zombie, but he said, why is the president hiding inside the bunker? He refused to address the people. Now, the cabinet and all those people that are supporting his SSA and the Senate are the ones speaking for him. How can Nigeria have presidents that are behaving like a man-made god? having mouth but cannot speak. I want you guys to watch.
Characters that are talking. The first thing is that a leader must be speaking to the people. The person we voted in this country is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's no longer talking. He's not going into Asorok and turn the place into the bunker. We want him to come out of that bunker and speak to the people. Because with all these characters talking to us, we didn't vote them in. I will be speaking to the people. I'll be telling them, I said I will do this. This is what it is. That's why I said it will be commitment. Today, if you say now things are going wrong, or they have fake agents, they have this, people are talking. Where is the man who gave our mandate? He should be the one talking to you, talking to everybody. That's the person we want to hear.
That the people talking are standing.
Now you listen to what Peter Obi said. Now Tewe went to Channel Television to go and say that Peter Obi is decamping from one party to another. Peter Obi, do you think that it is APC that is after Peter Obi? Why is Peter Obi say all these kind of things against the president? We are not after him. If you are after him, he will not even have any place to stay in Nigeria. I want you guys to listen to what Mr. Natawe said. We'll be right back.
The atmosphere which political parties operate under this government is horrific, is horrible. And the record under this government, as though this government does not want political party in the opposition to thrive. Does that make your party feel more comfortable? What are you worried about? What are you scared of?
Nobody in APC chase Peter Obi out of PDP. Nobody from APC. Nobody from APC chase Obi out of Labour Party. Nobody in APC chase him out of Labour Party to ADC. Or chase out of ADC again to NDC. Instead of moving from his party long before now, during the time of President Jonathan in 2014. You mean that APC has been the person chasing him from 2015 till date, when we're even in opposition?
But those who say the hands of your party is in the crisis of Labour Party, the hands of your party is in the crisis in the ADC, the hands of your party is in the crisis in NNPP. Isn't that the signal that is very delicate for our country?
In 2013, when APC started, we had a choice of looking for a political party. But we decided to start early, galvanize early in 2012, after the election. Get the party registered and move on. But this is a group of people who have a self-inflicted wound. Every day they move from party to party. But let me just give you the chronology and the difference. In 2013, there was an individual who was not looking for a position. He was not contesting for presidency. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2013. Became the leader of the party. Became the rallying point of the party. But what we are having in 2023 till date are people who are looking for platform to win elections. When he left Labour Party, he moved to ADC. He came to ADC, he discovered that he couldn't get an automatic ticket. And that's why he left to NDC. And in NDC now, he has got his ticket. So why, if we wanted to destabilize Obi, we would have stopped him from getting a ticket, if we were the people doing it, if we have a chance. But we don't have that control. And there's no single member of APC that is ADC. No single member of APC that is NDC. Let me just even add that. You will see me following up of recent. I'm following up some of the ADC and at NDC high-profile politicians in their houses to decamp. The same people who are fighting us are moving and going around their houses. Some on social media, some on TV. These are opposition leaders that are against us. But I'm going to their homes daily and talk to them. You come to my party, come and tell me, just ask me one person that you've seen Peter Obi or Atiku or any of the party chairman for the opposition going to the home of any APC member, National Assembly member, to meet them and ask them to come to their party. You see us moving from state to state.
So you are hunting for...
Of course we do it. We move around.
Without your major plan.
Of course.
You wanted to
mobilize. Of course.
Was it part of the briefing that you got from President Tinubu?
That's my role as National Party Chairman. It's part of my role.
To recruit
of course,
more people?
To galvanize and mobilize the party.
And is it true also that anybody that now comes into your party, all their corrupt practices and their corrupt history is over?
Never.
They now become saints when they get into your party?
Most people who are in APC are still being prosecuted.
So no corrupt sins will be forgiven?
None.
You listen to what Mr. Natawe said. In the same Channel Television, I also want you guys to listen to the defense of Peter Obi. What he said, the reason he's leaving one party to another, that the said APC are the one causing chaos in his political party that he belongs to. I want you guys to watch.
One criticism is repeatedly leveled against you is that instead of helping to build enduring political institutions, you move to whichever platform best advances your presidential ambition. How do you respond
how many parties have I moved? PDP. They go and put fire in this one.
You'll be on the ballot at the presidential level 3 times now. On 3 different
I went from PDP when the things were no longer being done according to the rules. I left PDP. One day you see my write-up why I left PDP and I went to Labour. And they came there, same group of people, instituted fire on it, and want me to stay there and get burned, and I moved to ADC. And I moved to ADC. Since I went into ADC, and they carried the same fire all over the place. You know.
But why don't you stay to help build?
What are you going to do?
You always like to go to where things are safe and easy.
No, that's what is happening.
Why should party members in the NDC think that you will be committed to the party? That in any little crisis you live?
If everything is conducive, if there's no problem, why would they? That's why I said, I, as president, will encourage the opposition parties. Let me tell you, what is happening in ADC now, happening in NDC, happening in Labour, will never happen if I'm president of Nigeria. Anybody that tries to do it, even the judiciary, giving us of ruling, you will see what will happen. We must build institutions, and those institutions must allow fairness. I want to invite them to a meeting when we discuss Nigeria. Sure, if I'm in office and face the crisis we're facing in the north today, I'm going to invite all opposition leaders to the north. We'll go there, sit down with the stakeholders, and find solutions to this. We will only compete during the elections. After elections, I am in charge. I will invite everybody.
What keeps you awake at night about NDC and its legal problem? This logo and identity problem. There are those who think that might be a problem of you being able to run this.
It's not a problem. I'm telling you.
The matter is still in court.
No. Even that have been dealt with in the previous judgment before their registration. But unfortunately, because people are thriving in this confused system, they want to bring it back. You cannot bring it back to the action and everything.
Let's do it.
Even at that, what does it pretend? It's a very straightforward thing.
So you have hopes that things will go well.
It is even being challenged by a non-political party, an organization, association, and everything. Why do we like confusion? We have not encouraged confusion. As governor of Anambra State, it was the most peaceful 8 years of Anambra State. You know Anambra before I became governor. It was very troublesome. Was very different. In 8 years, I was able to work there. My 30 members of my House of Assembly were PDP. 3 senators of Anambra were PDP. 11 House of Rep members under me was PDP. I work with them. Go and ask all of them. When we do this second tenure election, you can go and ask anybody.
But you were not able to conduct local government elections.
No, because there were a lot of litigations. This is what I'm telling you. There were a lot of court litigations from different groups, from different things, which are things I couldn't control.
Now you watch the video. I want you guys to watch this particular video of Justice Crack saying that even America, as busy as Donald Trump, he speaks to his people every day. How can we have a president that is dormant, zombie? I want you guys to watch.
I don't think there's any president in the world that is more busy or busier than Trump. But every AK market day, once in a while, you will see Trump talking to press. Even sometimes when he's traveling, when he's walking to his plane, you will see press people say, Mr. President, this policy you are implementing or you are taking, what do you think about it? What are you going to do? Oh, Iran is this. Trump will stop 5 minutes, talk to them, explain. I will do this. I will bomb the shit out of Iran. I will do this. I will do that. Everybody go. We've heard from the president. My question is, TINUBU is very busy. Busy doing what? Yes. Is he busier than Trump? All Progressive Affiliation Congress supporters, people came to attack me yesterday because I said, oh, why is all the media channels, television, Arise, all the media networks in Nigeria, why are they always focusing on Obi this, Obi that, Obi that? Today they are Tabi Kwampa, so today there is a tickle, today is... What happened to the president the president that is there? He snatched it, wrong with it, and is there. What happened to him? Why is the president keeping malice with Nigerians? Why are you keeping malice with your children? Speak to us. Your supporters are blaming us, calling us all sorts of names every day, say, and the president TINUBU is working, he's implementing reform, he's doing this and that, he's this. We know the research now, why we know the CM. And you that is implementing the reform, you are not talking to us. You are sending Onanuga that is a liar to us. You are sending Buala to us. Buala that will deny everything he said today, tomorrow. People who can't believe, people who questionable characters and track record of lying, you are sending that to us. When you dare alive, you are self-acclaimed strong man. Talk to us, Mr. President. Explain the reform to us. Communicate. Grant media press conference. Do live. You don't need to go to the TV station. We are not saying Waka Go channel or go there. No. Bring them the way Wike they do. Wike in Abuja will bring all the press, go come to them. He might be talking about obedient, obedient. Remember when he was talking about Fubara? At least he's communicating, he's talking. When they ask him question, he will answer. That Abuja people, they hear from Wiki. Wiki, they talk, who they hear, who they come out, who they hear. But why is our president like invisible? Explain the plans or the things you're doing, economy, security, and all that. We want to hear from you, not every time. Press statement. Presidency post this, Bayonanuga post this and delete and repost and delete. Let us say, talk to us. Is that too much to ask?
Anyway, you have watched the video. I want you guys to watch this particular video from Arise TV News where this man was saying, the problem of Nigeria, why is it that we are always distracted from the subject matter? That the things we should focus on, we are not focusing on it. Is either article today with all those kind of necessary things, like what Peter Obi said in this video. I want you guys to listen to what this man said in support of Peter Obi. We'll be right back.
I would ask that between Atiku Abubakar and President Bola Tinubu's team, they are distracting us a lot. I mean, you would have listened to Peter Obi yesterday when he made it clear that the issues that are supposed to dominate our attention as Nigerians are not being discussed about in terms of what the political parties will do to help promote good governance, in terms of the out-of-school children, in terms of, for example, the cost of governance, and then you take a clinical look at the corruption in government that's ongoing, allegations. I mean, we just had a guest who talked about huge, humongous amounts that should have been going to, people on the streets, poor people, but I mean, allegations of embezzlement here and there. Those are the issues that we'll be looking at. Atiku's team or Tinubu's team to divert our attention. These are issues that have been in the burner for the past 10 to 15 years in our electoral process. So I urge Nigerians to actually pay attention to the central message as campaigns open on August 19, which is just in about 3 to 4 weeks' time. The central message should be, what can you do better than President Bola Tinubu has done? Or what will President Bola Tinubu do better than he did in his first term? And like I said previously, I want us to focus on political reforms in the second administration of Bola Tinubu. If he does win, or any other president that's coming in, we've done the economic reforms. Let's do political restructuring of the country that will help Nigerians much better.
Anyway, this is where we're going to be ending the video. You let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what Peter Obi said? What do you think about Adanso Shomole, Mr. Natawe, and all those people that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sending to defend him instead of him speaking to the people? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this is the 3rd year in office, going to 4 years. But if you have come out to address the nation, it is not up to 5 times. In a year, he hardly speak. And when he's going... Anyway, what are your thoughts? Please let us know in the comment section. I love you guys. God love you more. If you are obedient, comment it. If you are Jagaban, comment it. If you are articulation, comment it. If you are AAC, comment it. I want to see the people that are supporting these candidates in the comment section. Let me see their numbers. I love you guys. God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your support to us, so like this video, comment your thought about this video. Happy New Month, and God bless you in this month of August. Peace out.